Alright, welcome back. Episode 2, Smoking Gossip. Warning, this video contains a lot of swearing and chain smoking. You've been warned. Also, opinions expressed in this video are mine and are mine alone. Do not take them as anything other than my opinions. Alright, episode 1, I did my favorite 2 YouTubers. This time I'm going to do my least favorite 2 YouTubers. First one is Bailey Sarian. I've touched on her before in another video, so she is the kind of YouTuber where you could have been following her from day one. And now that she's got millions of subscribers, now that she's a millionaire, she's kind of said fuck you to people. Which is fine, like, whatever. But, I mean, you used to talk to people, you used to, like, message back to people. And now it's like, I'm too good for you. Whatever. There are fans that are ride or die fans that, like, will stay with the same YouTuber if they're consistent. If they're not consistent, then yeah, like, what's the point? Because obviously that shows who you are as a person. That once you became so famous and started doing all these things and making all of your money, you were able to say, fuck you, you're not good enough. Whatever. So, while I was looking up stuff about her, there was an article, or like a thread, I forgot the name of the thing now, but it was what's going on with Bailey Sarian. Her content isn't what it used to be, whatever else. Her attitude has changed, and a lot of people said they stopped watching her because they did not like her new series, and that it was too scripted and everything else, and they preferred when she was just like hanging out doing makeup and everything. A lot of people also did not like that when she was talking about, you know, murder victims or crime victims, that she would laugh. And she said it was because she was uncomfortable. I understand that. I laugh when I'm uncomfortable. You cut that bit out, though. You don't laugh about murder victims and stuff like that. Third thing I have an issue with. So, every year on her birthday, her ex would go out and spray paint, you know, happy birthday Bailey somewhere in California. That is vandalism. I don't care if you're a graffiti artist and you get commissions for graffiti. If it is not a paid commission, it's vandalism. That is against the law. You are a criminal. That is why I stopped reading Inked magazine, because I do not support a magazine that will feature criminals. I know it sounds extreme, but she was featured in it too. I'm 99% sure. Not going to support a magazine that has people who are so stuck up and above everything that they can do whatever they want and treat people however they want. Whatever. I really liked Inked magazine. I thought it was cool, but Yeti. My monster. I think it's strawberry today, I'm not sure. So yeah, that's my only gripe with her. I griped enough about her in my one video. So, second YouTuber is, surprise, surprise, Sniper Wolf. This is going to be a long one. So, Besides her latest little fiasco, 2013 armed robbery, 2016 like noise disturbance, whatever, because her and her ex were fighting, arguing, not physical fighting. But then the whole thing with Omegle and minors and not taking their age into account and having them do, or wanting them to do, some unsavory things. There was also, I do not know the exact date, a girl who was dying from cancer who wanted to speak to Sniper Wolf, like to meet her, like that was her favorite YouTuber, and she kept on coming up with excuses and everything else. I guess they did talk on the phone, whatever, but I think it's just really crappy. Like, this girl was dying, like, actively dying, and a Sniper Wolf kept blowing her off. So, besides that, she's just gotten really rude in her content. She's not a nice person. Like, she's really not. And I watched another YouTuber's video, and they said in August her and her ex were going to court. About that same time, she claimed that a sibling passed. I'm pretty sure those dates add up. If not, like I said, in my opinion only. Also, could not find any information about any sibling passing away. And it was never elaborated on, which is fine, you know, whatever. She doesn't have to elaborate, but as famous as she is, you would think that there would be a big deal about it, considering there's a big deal about every YouTuber these days. Whatever. Don't use a brother dying as an excuse to why you're creating shitty content, or why something is, you know, or try to use it to deflect something happening in your personal life. That's fucked up. Third, her little sister. Her little sister used to be so chill, such a tomboy, into skateboarding, everything else. And all of a sudden, she has implants, she's doing OnlyFans, she's doing all of these things that, you know, were influenced by Sniper Wolf. And it's sad. Like, her behavior is just disgusting from what she used to be till now. Are you kidding me? Like, if I were their parents, I would be disgusted. I would disown both of them. Like, first of all, you get arrested for armed robbery in 2013. You get arrested again in 2016. Then you go to this dude's house uninvited. Like, then you're getting mixed up with stuff in Omegle with minors. And then your sister does a complete 180. Is on OnlyFans. Had her face totally reconstructed. Like, you can't even tell it's the same girl. It's so sad. And for people to support what she did, like, I think it was her sister wrote, why don't you come outside like a man, or something like that. And it's like, why should he come outside his own house when people he did not invite over are outside? First of all. Second of all, why would he come outside? Why? So you can jump him and he can't defend himself, because obviously he's not going to hit the two of you. Like, what was that about? Like, trying to call him out and calling him a bitch and everything. Like, that's just pathetic. Like, you don't do that. That's just rude. And it's tacky and it's tasteless and it's disgusting. Like, you're a disappointment to your family. And I'm sorry, if my kid right now, if I had a kid and I caught them watching you, internet would be done, would be turned off. No. Because you used to be real cool. Just like the other one back in the day. You used to be chill. You used to be cool. You used to be fun to watch. You're not fun to watch anymore. You don't come up with your own ideas. Have you done one creative thing recently besides uploading other people's videos? No. Didn't think so. At least before, like, it was fun to watch you. Now it's just sad. Because people are seeing you for who you really are. And you're not a really good person. Like, I don't know if that's what happens to YouTubers once they get, like, millions upon millions upon millions of subscribers. Like, and I'm sorry, your apology, who wrote that? Because I know you didn't write that. Your manager write it? Your ex write it for you, since he does everything else? I'm just wondering, because all you seem to do is sit in your room and, you know, cry over your dog. That one really pissed me off too. That one really fucked me up. Like, I understand your dog in your mind was brain dead, but why wouldn't you be with them when they passed? Like, that's heartless. That shit is heartless. And you sitting there fake crying, you and your ex fake crying about it, that was just to make people feel bad for you. You're not a good dog owner. You really aren't. Like, I'm sorry, I don't know. You're just not right in a lot of different ways. And I feel bad for you. I do. You can have all the money in the world, but it doesn't buy you morals or decency. And the same with your sister. Like, I hope she makes a lot of money on OnlyFans, because the way you go through people, she's going to need it, because I'm sure eventually you're going to stop supporting her too. But, and like I said, I don't know if you just put out that story about your brother dying just because of everything that's going on. But if, you know, that's just tacky. There's a lot of things you do that you should not do that are tacky as hell. You know, having money doesn't mean you have class. It just means you have money. And I'm sure if Nickelodeon gave two fucks about the awards they hand out, because they don't, it's Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards, they'd be taking that shit back, because you are not kid friendly. If anything, you should be charged with what you did to those kids on Omegle. That's all I'm saying. You're just disgusting. You're a disgusting person. And that's what it comes down to. Like I said, these are all my opinions. Do not take them as your opinions. Do not take them as anything other than me saying how I feel. Alright, you guys. That was episode 2. Love you.